they all come together, but mainly in the beginning, it starts with a sheepfish herd that Luca is corralling in the ocean. And they're just adorable. And there's one that keeps wandering away like a butthole.
And he pays for it when it goes with the uncle
Yeah.
who lives in the deep.
Yeah.
I can talk for hours on end by myself.
So weird.
I eat off whale carcass on the deep. And the poor little bugger is like, oh man, this is not good. I don't enjoy this. You know what I like about Luca? It's just, I feel like it's so easy to go, oh, it's not Up. It's not Wall-E. But it's nice. Like, people are calling it...
So nice.
Like, people are calling it small scale, but it's about a movie about accepting yourself and not hiding who you truly are. And it's really touched a lot of people. I mean, I love Wall-E, but I didn't read into Wall-E at all. I just love the adventure. I mean, I think it's probably my favorite Pixar film. But still, I didn't look into it and see myself. A lot of people are watching Luca and finding things that, like, you know, hiding your identity, being happy with yourself, and everyone's just pleasant. Like, there's nothing... It's very hard to make a Pixar movie. These take years. And so just going, it's lightweight. It's not Ratatouille. Like, I don't know who these people are.
It's very relatable.
Yeah, and it reminded us of our time in Italy.
Oh my gosh, it does. So it's that very small town Italian coast vibe with the ocean views and the little plaza and the pasta that they eat. It makes you want to go back to Italy.
I want pasta right now. I was going to slurp while eating, but...
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Some of that pesto sauce.
We should start training bikes, swimming, and podcasting and pasta eating.
Oh my God.
Let's do it.
I don't know.
Bunch of teams around. We'll get all our neighbors.
I think our neighbors would be into it.
Not many people are talking about Luca.
I know, it makes me sad. Again, another one that's not really getting talked about.
Talk about it, people.
Go out there. Spread the word. Luca is adorable. It is so nice.
If you're a DJ out there, just put a Luca song. You know that song by Tiesto? It's like, let's get down to business.
If you've ever felt like you had to hide who you are,
Luca.
promote Luca.
That's an EDM song right there. Real positive. Calvin Harris.
Yeah.
And who's our buddy? Zara Larson.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them, Luca song. The Luca song remix.
Aw.
Imagine. I just don't want David Guetta anywhere near that one. Like, that would be like a real crazy club song.
Yeah, it would go next level. I don't know.
All right, so my second one is I had one, but I don't want to do these two back to back. So I'm going to switch to best moment involving a motorcycle landing on the wing of an airplane award.
Okay.
And this is a scene in Infinite, which has about a negative 47% tomato meter score right now.
I was so engrossed in it.
What is happening?
I was fascinated.
What? And there's a scene where Mark Wahlberg is on a motorcycle and he has a samurai sword, and he chases
samurai sword.
a cargo airplane down, jumps off a cliff in Scotland, lands on a cargo airplane wing, stabs his sword into it, and then engages in combat with Chiwetel Ejiofor, who plays Bathurst 2020. So it's Mark Wahlberg as Evan McCauley, and this is what they call his character: a man suffering from schizophrenia who is the reincarnation of Heinrich Treadway. He joins the Believers to stop Bathurst from attaining the egg. And Bathurst is the leader of the nihilists in the present day who want to end all life on Earth by using the egg.
It's so... Yeah, I had no idea what we were in for. I actually thought it might be a time loop movie because of the title, but it's Infinite Lives.
Yeah, when you die, you go into someone else, and then you get all your memories back.
And I love that Maze Runner is in this movie.
Maze Runner.
Yeah.
We love Maze Runner. Love and Monsters.
Oh, and Homeland.
And Kingsman.
So good.
Yeah, Rupert Grint's in here for about... Rupert Grint? Rupert Graves? Rupert Fiend. Rupert Friend.
Yes, that's it.
Rupert Everett. Everett Rupert.
No.
Rupel.
Not that one.
All right, but I mean, what I do like is it's bonkers. I get
it's not playing it small for sure.
I get the tomato meter score, but when Jason Mantzoukas shows up and
he's a maniac.
So they could have just drowned Mark Wahlberg in a bucket, but instead they have a $12 million drowning thing. And you're like, wait, what does that do? It just drowns people. But it's so weird, and it swings for the fences, and it's just Mark Wahlberg with a samurai sword, and I love it. I love it.
I was very engrossed in it. I could not stop watching it.
Not even ironically. I love it unironically. But it has Mark Wahlberg on a cliff in Scotland driving off of it and onto a cargo airplane wing.
It's pretty impressive. It's totally right out of the Fast and the Furious.
It's beautiful. All right, so what's your third award?
Okay. So this was mentioned earlier, but I have a different award for it. I went super random. It's the effing kitty bracelet award. So in Nobody, wow. Just what a movie. You told us to watch this movie one night. I had no idea what it was about. It starts off, you have no idea what you're getting into. And man, what a shocker. So directed by Ilya Neishuler and written by Derek Kolstad, who wrote the John Wick movies. Definitely feels like, I think, who was it, Johnny Num said that this could be, it is John Wick light-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it is. I think it fits well in the universe. I think they could actually be complementary to each other because they're so different. This guy is obviously super skilled and fantastic, and it is just brutal. I almost gave it best bus fight because, dang.
That was a heck of a bus fight.
But the whole reason he gets in the bus fight is because someone tried to rob their house, and he thought that his daughter's kitty bracelet was missing. And so he goes out, you don't mess with the kitty. That was the last straw. So he had to bring up his old ways to go get that kitty bracelet, which he then later finds.
Riz is in it.
Riz is in it. Oh, so good.
Christopher Lloyd.
I know.
It's a beautiful movie.
Connie Nielsen.
I gotta say, I was really worried in the beginning when I started watching it because I thought it was just like another guy gets angry and goes and kills people movie. But when it starts unlayering itself, you're all in.
I also almost gave it the best directional use of a directional mine award.
Yeah.
Because he uses it both in the nightclub, hiding under a napkin to get the bad guy alone, and then he uses it to blow something up later with what was that, a window pane as a shield?
Crazy.
It's just so much fun. If you like bonkers, bloody action movies, this is not going to disappoint you.
Best Panic Room.
Oh yeah, Panic Basement.
Panic Basement?
What?
I want a Panic Basement.
Right? Let's start digging.
Wait, Panic in the Basement? Panic at the Disco. I want a Panic Disco. I guess you could turn your Panic Basement into a Panic Disco.
You could. All you have to have is a disco ball.
We could do it.
He had a great record collection, too.
Yeah, he did. All right, I don't want to give it away. Next, my third one before we go on break here is the Best Baby Gang Award. And this is from Raya and the Last Dragon.
Oh my gosh.
And so it's Little Noi and the three Ongis, Dian, Pan, and Uka. And so they're half monkey, half catfish, these creatures.
What?
Yeah. And what I love is Little
I totally
Noi
thought they were monkeys.
is an infant con artist from Talon who lost her mother to the Droon. And the Ongis are part monkey, part catfish. They're resourceful con artists from the trading port of Talon. They do everything together, including raising a 2-year-old toddler named Noi. And so they join Raya on her journey to save the Last Dragon, who Awkwafina voices beautifully, by the way.
Oh my gosh, she's just so funny.
But the baby gang, they just go around baby ganging things. They, like in Deep Blue Sea 2, the baby gang, they run around stealing things, they eat a lot of food, they're battling the Droon. I have no idea why a baby who's 2 years old is that powerful.
They stop and steal snacks mid-mission.
Oh, that's snack stealing. I mean, they're my favorite part of that movie because I've never seen a baby gang before, and I just love a baby gang.
I just love Raya. I think we've seen it 3 or 4 times now, and it's beautiful. The dragons, the animation, the story is a really nice one too, of trust and friendship. And I just like the way Raya collects all these different people and brings them together and teaches them to trust each other, and then she has to trust again. So it's such a good movie. I definitely recommend Raya.
It doesn't get old.
Kelly Marie Tran is fantastic.
Oh yeah, voice work is wonderful. Sung Kang's in it.
Yeah.
Our buddy. He's the best. But yeah, it's just fun. The baby gang. There's a baby gang.
Yeah, they're really funny.
And they fight the Droon.
Well, the city that they come from is very cool too. It's every section of the land in the movie is very different. And this one has sort of a downtown Tokyo neon lights vibe.
It's on water, so the Droon can't get them.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
Very smart.
Very smart. Intelligent. So how about this? Let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will share the rest of our random awards. We will be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I'm going first this round.
Oh, okay.
How's that? You happy?
Yeah, no, go for it.
You got a problem with that, Megan?
I'm surprised. Mixing it up.
I gotta keep you on your toes.
Yeah, you do.
All right, so I'm gonna say a very random one. And this is a movie that features titans destroying each other's, massive property destruction, an earth that is hollow, Damien Bashir wearing a great suit, Isa Gonzalez getting smushed, or eaten by like a large bat, one of the two. And it's a lot of vests in it, a Skarsgård vest.
Oh, yeah.
Strong.
Vest work.
But I'm going to go with best tunnel. And that goes to Godzilla vs. Kong. And it's the Apex monorail that takes Bernie, Madison, and Josh, who Millie Bobby Brown, Julia Dennison from Ricky Baker, Hunt for the Willow People, and Brian Tyree Henry, it takes them from Florida to Hong Kong. Now,
I'm just trying to visualize that right now.
In Total Recall, the remake, there's a transportation through the Earth's core. It goes through
the core, which sounds nuts to me.
This one, I mean, that's not billions. Nobody has the money to pay for that yet. Okay, I think that there's government agencies in this world that we just don't understand. Like, the amount of money spent on drones and battle, there's billions, millions of dollars. Nuclear submarines are costing billions of dollars. But a tunnel that goes through oceans. Yeah. It can't go under oceans.
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
yeah.
What's the maintenance?
I don't know.
If there's one leak, everyone's dead.
Yep.
But it takes...
they're mostly transporting gear. The people in the tunnel weren't supposed to be there.
That's true. It was...
Unless, maybe people do travel in it. I don't know.
It was taking the skull crawlers. Traveling them around. So it's like... So here's how it sums up. After wandering deeper and deeper in the Apex location, Bernie, Madison, and Josh happen upon what looks like a futuristic loading dock, where they hide out in a massive train car-like pod that seals shut behind them, much to their shared alarm. As the metal box they're all trapped in is loaded onto a prepping stage, the three realize that they're being tested for Hong Kong. The containers raise up magnetically, and they just take a one-way trip to the other side of the world. Trillions of dollars. You can't do that secretly. Because you know how many countries you would have to pay off?
Yeah, a lot.
Bonkers.
You should do a data post on it.
This is a movie where two titans fight each other. And then there's a giant other one. So, I mean, it just blows my mind. It's a huge tunnel, and I can't wrap my head around it.
I mean, I appreciate a good tunnel. We just recently went through a 6-kilometer tunnel under a fjord, so it's cool.
Oh, imagine what? Thousands?
Oh, man, yeah, no, so much longer. Oh, gosh, I can't even.
With magnetic transport ships?
Like, super fast ones, too. They make it in no time. We're not talking a crawl. This isn't like a drive across country.
Yeah. Imagine if they just took 8 miles an hour. Hong Kong.
Oh,
see you in a year. All right, so what's your fourth award?
Okay, my fourth award is Sign Me Up for the Town Tour Award for Werewolves Within. What a surprise this movie was. It really is on my vibe. So the description is, I believe this was a comic or video game. And it is a horror comedy about a park ranger who comes to a new town and quickly befriends the local postal office worker. And she takes him on a tour of this zany little town where oil magnates are trying to take over and townspeople are just real quirky. You've got a very vulgar mechanic and her husband, and they sort of take you around to each of them and give you a very odd introduction. But it's very funny. You get a good... oh, goodness gracious, out of Sam Richardson. His delivery, I mean, if you've seen him in Veep. Yeah. He's just so likable. Oh, or in Tomorrow War. Very funny, likable. He is the star of this movie, which is great. I'm so happy for him getting a starring role in this movie. And it's just funny.
Really funny.
It's weird. You don't know if there's werewolves or not for the entire movie.
How about just
and that ending that I'm not going to mention. Wow.
What I like is everyone could fall into caricature in this movie, but somehow they all work as characters. It's quite interesting. It's a tonal tightrope to walk. And the director, he also did a movie called Scare Me with Aya Cash, who's the best from You're the Worst. Hey, but
Josh Rubin.
Josh Rubin does a really good job of just walking this tightrope of being I mean, it's very... He said he drew from his inspirations of Hot Fuzz, which you can tell. He's very open about it. So, I mean, saying this, but he's very open about his